go ahead and begin. Welcome to Mindful Flow this morning. In today's practice, we're going to do maybe a little more slow, steady stretching, and we'll see how much flow we get into. Just going to take it a little bit slower today, but we're still going to stretch and tone the whole body and even add in a little core element as well. So I hope you enjoy this practice. Happy Halloween to those of you who might be doing something to have fun on this day with your family or maybe grandchildren. So hope you have a good day for that. So we're going to begin on our backs, and go ahead and just lie down, and I'm going to have you go directly into just a full corpse pose, a full corpse or shavasana. And I have a little bit of inspiration to share with you, so I'm going to stay up for just a second so I can read you some of the notes that I had prepared. But go ahead and lie all the way down and have your strap handy and nearby so that you can grab that while we're still in a lying down posture. So our practices this week, where we were concentrating on the second niyama, which is known as Santosha. The niyamas are duties toward ourselves, and there are 5 of them as outlined in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. So the second niyama, Santosha, as I mentioned in a couple of classes earlier this week, relates to and is often translated as meaning contentment. So there's a lot of different ways we can think about contentment, and it doesn't mean that you don't move forward in your life. It doesn't mean that you're stuck or that things don't change, because all of that is true and they do. So as you're lying down, I'd like you first to just go ahead and release down all the way on the mat so that you can start to embrace the stillness of your space and place, and start to really, really embrace it. Many times when we're lying in stillness, it's just something that we're kind of getting through until we get on to the next, more exciting thing. But the stillness is kind of the whole point of yoga. The stillness allows ourselves to slow down, to start concentrating on what's within, leaving aside the busy thoughts, ideas, things that are swirling around your head that you may be involved with throughout the rest of your day. The stillness is the point. So start to feel your breath. Start to feel the sensations in your body. And I'm just going to give you a few seconds here, maybe almost a minute, just to be silent and still. Santosha, contentment, is a state wherein we can be satisfied with whatever is in this moment, just as it is. It allows us to look at ourselves honestly, at the whole spectrum of ourselves. We see the parts we love and the parts we don't love. We see the toned muscles or those that aren't, the wrinkles and the smooth skin, and we accept and embrace all of it as it is. The next time you're on your mat and throughout this practice, notice what kinds of thoughts and emotions come up about yourself. Do you beat yourself up when you can't accomplish a pose? If you can't touch your toes in a forward fold? Do you compare yourself to others and conclude that you're not strong enough, flexible enough, or young enough? Do you ever get mired in self-criticism and wish that you were somehow better than what you are right now? If these kinds of thoughts ever surface, acknowledge that they're only thoughts and not reality. And then consciously shift from thinking to feeling. Feel what's happening in the body. Feel your breath. Feel the state of your mind. See if you can focus on simply feeling what comes up from moment to moment with no judgment, rather than having to do or achieve anything today. Instead of contorting and forcing your body into a pose, find the version of the pose that makes sense for your body, in which you feel relaxed and alert, calm and aware, grounded and spacious. A pose that challenges you but still allows you to maintain your alignment and your calm, steady breath. If you're grappling with how you feel about your body, have compassion for wherever you are in that struggle. Remember that you're doing the best you can in this moment. Be kind and loving and contented with yourself. So that's our inspiration for practice today. We're going to try to put that into play as we move through the various stretches and poses. So now, beginning with this first posture, go ahead and point your toes, lift your fingers up toward the ceiling, and then reach them up and overhead. Come into a really long, beautiful morning stretch. Deep breath in at the top of that stretch, and then let it out. Bring your hands down by your side. Go ahead and grab your strap. We're going to stretch out the legs a little bit, so bend your right knee and take your strap. Bring it around the ball of the foot on the right side, and then lift that foot straight up to the ceiling. Walk your hands up the strap and come to a place where you can support the leg and hold it straight, but where your shoulders are nice and grounded on either side of your body. So it's simply the weight of your arms and the firmness of the strap are keeping your leg in place. Try not to feel as if you need to pull that leg further and further toward your head. Just feel the sensation of this initial posture. play with the flexing of your foot, pressing the heel up to the ceiling. And notice what new sensations you feel when you create that flexion. Breathe and allow your breath to soften the leg. Maybe even put a little softness in the knee. And just play with the sensations as they're traveling up and down the leg. Let's take another breath here. Next breath, we'll take the strap into the left hand, bring the right arm into a T off the shoulder, and start to allow your right leg to cross over the midline of the body toward the left side. Moving oh so slowly to notice each new micro sensation that occurs when you go really slow and mindfully. The leg does not have to come over very far for that to come into play. Once again, settle into your breath. Stay in that calm, steady state of mind. Release the engagement in your muscles on that right leg. Just let it be soft. 2 more breaths here. And then inhale, bring the leg up to center. Take the strap in your right hand. Bring your left hand to the top of your left hip. Encourage that hip to stay grounded down as you open the right leg out to the right. So you're keeping the leg fairly straight, but the leg can be soft and can even have a little softness in the knee. Press through the heel and feel the stretch coming into the inner thigh, the groin. And as we move through our practice today, consider this affirmation for yourself. I am calm and happy exactly where I am. I am calm and happy exactly where I am. Inhale, and let's bring that right leg up to the top. Release the strap and extend the right leg down the mat. Loop the strap around the left foot. Gently press the sole of the foot up to the ceiling, and once again, play with that equilibrium between the pressing upward of the leg and the weight of the arms holding it down. Anchor yourself in the calmness of your breath. Relax and release. Two more full breaths here. Go ahead and transfer that strap to the right hand. Left arm comes into a T off the shoulder. And just let that right foot come over to the right, left foot come over to the right, crossing over the body. And playing around the edges of your sensations. Just feeling state of mind. Feel your breath. Inhale, and let's bring bring that left leg back up to center. Transfer the strap to the left hand. Right hand places a little grounding pressure right on the top of the right hip. And let the leg come out to the left. So opening that left adductor and inner groin muscle. Soften the muscles around the femur. So soften the muscles of the quadriceps. And just let the leg fall heavily out to the left. Nice deep breaths. I'm calm and happy. Exactly where I am. Alright, let's inhale. Bring that left leg back up to center. Release the strap. Just drop that strap off to the left. Go ahead and bend your knees and bring your feet hip distance apart. Hands will come on either side of the hips. We're going to inhale and take a little pelvic tilt, pressing the pubic bone up toward the ceiling and feeling the lower back press down. Exhale and roll down to the tip of the tailbone and release that lumbar spine, creating a little space between you and the mat. Inhale, take a pelvic tilt, keep the waistband pressing down. We're just isolating through the tailbone and the end of the spine. Exhale, roll down to the tip of the tailbone. Inhale, once again, pelvic tilt. Press that pubic bone high, and as you're here now, bring awareness to the soles of your feet and use your strength to lift the hips up off of the mat. Pressing upward with the hips, feel that stretch in the quads. Knees are reaching forward to the front of the mat, coming into bridge pose. Nice deep breath here. Hold your bridge. Exhale and release the hips down all the way. Bring your knees into your chest. Let's hug your knees into your chest. One nice deep breath in, feel your lungs. Exhale and release. All right, you're going to bring your hands to the tops of your feet, tops of your knees here. So you're rolling up in a little ball. And if this works for you, this is fine. If you need to roll to the side to roll up, that's fine too. But we're just going to lift the head, bring the chin to the chest. So you're going to roll up into a little ball like a little roly-poly bug. And then just start to kind of rock yourself up and down, creating a little bit of massage on the spine as you're rolling up and down like a little ball. And then if you can, if you've got enough momentum, you can roll all the way up to a seated position. If you need to roll to the side, that's okay too. All right, so with feet out front, we're going to take the hands, press down, press yourself forward, and come into a seated squat. Your feet are fairly close together here. Sweater off. And then we're just going to tip the body forward, lift the heels off the mat. Bring your blocks to either side of your knees and start to lift the upper body up. So we're coming into a squatting toe balance. Now as you begin to come into this first position, make the adjustment with your tailbone to straighten it and reach it down toward the earth. Feel all 10 toes and the balls of each foot. Find your balancing and think about grounding all the way down through your center channel and your spine. Pull your abdomen in, lift your heart. Hands are lightly resting on the blocks here. Feel your equilibrium. And then, as you're ready, and if you're ready, you can let go of those blocks. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra at the heart. Find something that you can gaze at that is steady and unwavering. Feel the Energy coming up and down the spine. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Soften your shoulders. Nice, slow, steady breaths here. One more breath. And then release your hands, lightly bring them down to the blocks. From here, we're going to press down into the blocks to help straighten the legs and come directly into a forward fold. Keeping your hands on the blocks for just a moment, soften your knees and let your head release all the way down. Give it a couple of yes/no shakes. Feel the upper neck decompress. Let your torso just rest heavily on your thighs. One more deep breath here. Exhale and release. So I'm going to start straightening the knees. Slide your hands up your shins. Come into a flat back position, Ardha Uttanasana, or a half lift. Press the tailbone back, the crown forward. Breathe here, and now feel your weight come slightly into the balls of your feet. Your heels are down, of course, but you're still bringing the weight forward. And then exhale, hinge forward from your hip crease and fold. Inhale, slide your hands all the way up. Bring your hands up and overhead. Interlace your fingers together at the top of your lift. Exhale, fold over to the right into a standing crescent. One more breath here. We're staying in these a little longer because we're practicing contentment with where we are. Don't be in a rush. Inhale, come up to center and fold toward the left, making that crescent on the other side. Nice, full anchoring breaths, rooting down through your feet. I am happy and contented just where I am. Inhale, bring the arms up and overhead. Exhale and forward fold. Slide your hands up the shins. Nice deep breath as you lift up. Exhale and fold. All right, go ahead and bend your knees once again in this forward folding position. We're going to bring the arms up and back and behind us. So your chest is down. Your stomach may even be pressing on the tops of your thighs, as mine is. And you're going to bring the weight into the balls of your feet. Arms are reaching up and back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Your neck is just an extension of the top of your spine. Exhale, bring the hands down and fold. Inhale, we're going to do that again. Lifting up, arms are going to reach back. Now we're going to add in the lifting slightly of the heels. So it's almost as if you are an Olympic diver or a swimmer that's getting ready to jump in the pool, and you just got your weight on the front part of your feet. You're getting ready to do that amazing dive. And then exhale, lower the heels and come down. Inhale, press down with both feet. We're going to lift all the way up. Arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, bring the hands around to the back of the body, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together, press your knuckles down to the floor, and lift and open your heart. Stay here one additional breath, feeling the collarbones open. Lengthen your tailbone down, so don't stick your booty out to the back, but really find that lengthened strength through the spine. Release the interlace the fingers. Arms are going to reach up Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing, and then exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. One more time, Ardha Uttanasana. Lift halfway up, lengthen. Exhale and fold. We're going to bring our body down. Actually, staying from a forward fold, I misspoke. We're going to bring the right leg back to a lunging position. So coming into a runner's lunge with the left foot forward. Go ahead and we're going to use blocks today. We're going to find support wherever we can so we can hold these positions and come into that sthira sukha, that calm, steady posture, effort and ease, balancing. So take a look at your alignment. Is your left knee tracking over your left ankle? Are your shoulders soft? Is your neck an extension of your spine? Lifting up through the back of the right thigh. Take your left arm and reach it forward. See how far your left fingers can reach away from your right toes. Nice breath. Bring that left hand back down. Lower the right knee all the way down. So we've got a nice long line here now on the right hip flexor. And just keeping your hands on the blocks, feel your pelvis release down and just let it come down and sink toward the earth. So you're really going to feel a lot of release here in this right hip flexor and in the inner groin area. One more breath here. And then go ahead and lift up strongly. Arms are going to reach north and south. Your tailbone lengthening down. Find your steadiness. Being contented exactly with where you are today. All right, bring your hands down to heart, and then we're going to take the right elbow. We're going to reach it over to the top of the left thigh and come into a little twist. So we're pressing the hands together. You're using that core, and the inner thighs are reaching toward each other. Nice deep breath. Inhale, come back to center. Lift those arms up one more time. And then exhale, bring them back down to the mat or the blocks. Bring your right knee up off of the mat. Slide the right foot forward. Come into forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen through your spine. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach those arms overhead. Feel as if you're reaching upward toward the sky or clouds. And then go ahead and lift your heels up, coming into a standing toe balance now. Finding once again the equilibrium down that center channel. Hold your core steady. Find something that you can gaze upon. This is your Drishti point. Steadiness and ease. Exhale, lower your heels down and forward fold. From this forward fold, we're now going to step back with the left leg, coming into that low runner's lunge. Using these blocks to help so that you can thoughtfully and mindfully think about your alignment. Your right foot is now gripping down through the mat. Ankle and knee are aligned. Left thigh lifts up. Core is steady. Lengthen through the spine. Nice breath here. And then take that right arm, reach it forward. Right fingers and left toes reaching away from each other. Breathing deeply. Right hand comes back down to the block. And we're going to bring the left knee straight down. So we have that nice long line on the left hip flexor. And we're just going to take a minute to let the pelvis sink down, letting gravity and nature's energy do its magical work on opening the body. So you don't really have to force anything. You can just let the forces of nature take a hold, releasing down. All right, from here, lift your arms up, reach up and over. Fingers and tailbone reaching in opposition from one another. And then go ahead and bring your hands to your heart once again. This time, left elbow is going to reach over to the top of the right thigh. We're going to press those hands together, coming to a low twisting lunge. Nice deep breath. Unwind, bring the hands up one more time, stretch and reach, and then exhale, hands can come down to the mat or blocks. Curl the left toes, lift that knee up, slide the foot forward, come back into forward fold, Uttanasana. This time we're going to take the hands around the backs of the calves. If you can, interlace your fingers behind your legs. If you just need to hold your legs, find your comfort level here with how far you can reach around and fold. Release the hands down. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms reach up and overhead. Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing hands. Exhale, bring your hands down to your side. Close your eyes for a moment and feel your steadiness in mountain pose. Santosha. Contentment with the present moment exactly as it is. Feel the sensations. Feel your state of mind. Arms up, open your eyes. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale and fold. Take the left foot back and come into a low runner's lunge. Go ahead and drop the heel on the left foot. We're going to lift up, using our strength now to come into warrior one. Square your hips toward the front, lift your heart. As you exhale, open your arms into goddess arms. Really feel the heart opening and lifting, gazing upward. Nice breath here. We're going to hold this for a moment. Bring your arms around to the back of the body. Once again, interlace your fingers. Press your knuckles down toward the floor. Exhale, fold forward, coming into a flat back, or you can go down further into humble warrior if you wish. Steadiness and ease. Inhale, come back up, release your hands up and overhead, and then we're going to shift slightly to come into warrior two, bringing our feet into a heel to arch alignment. So now my right heel, left arch are on the same line. Left hand comes to left thigh, right arm reaches up. Let's stretch into exalted warrior. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale and straighten the right leg. Exhale, reach out over your right toes. We're going to windmill down to triangle Trikonasana. Bring that right hand down to the right shin or to a block. If you have a block, you could place it on the inside or the outside of the right foot. Find your ease. Breathe here enjoy the delicious equanimity of triangle. One more breath. And then we'll slowly bring the left arm down. Bring our torso and heart, now that they're facing downward toward the mat, grab your other block. With hands on the blocks, slightly bring your right foot out to the right so that your feet are now on train tracks instead of a tight wire. Crown of the head reaches forward. Right hip presses back. Lengthen through the spine and then exhale, fold over your right leg. Pyramid or Parsvottanasana. Inhale, straighten and lengthen. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, straighten. Keep pressing that right hip back. It wants to come forward. Exhale and fold. And then one more time, straighten and lengthen. Transitioning to revolved triangle. We're going to take the left hand on the left block. If you need to bring your stance a little bit more closer together, then that's perfectly fine. Bring your right arm out into a T off the shoulder, and then start to move your belly to the right, opening up into your revolution. Exhale, bring the right hand back down to the block. And then we're going to simply step the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up. Reach those arms up and overhead. Beautiful breath. And then exhale, forward fold. This time the right foot is going to step back to a runner's lunge, setting up for warrior one legs. So dip into the front left knee, front left knee. Right toes are pressing or pointing upward toward the upper right corner. Lift up, coming into warrior one. Nice, strong steadiness. Feel the strength coming up through the right leg. Open your arms, goddess arms. I am steady, calm, and contented. Exactly where I am. Inhale, arms come up, and then exhale, we'll bring them around to the back of the body again. Interlace the fingers, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, come either into a flat back as you come forward, or if you wish, you can drop down even lower beyond the knee for humble warrior. Be contented where you are today. Inhale, bring yourself back up with your strength. Release your hands, reach them back up and over, and then open the hips to the right side of your mat. Transition to warrior two. Hips are now square toward the right side, still dipping into that left knee. Right hand comes to right thigh, left arm reaches up. Nice lateral stretch, humble warrior, exalted warrior. And then exhale back to warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Reach out over your left toes. Reach, reach, reach. And then windmill your arms. Come into your triangle. I'm going to take a couple of nice breaths here. I'm using a block this morning because I really want to enjoy just the ease and the steadiness of this beautiful position. Not trying to prove anything this morning. One more breath. And then we'll slowly revolve the right hand down. You can come back to your blocks. Coming into Parsvottanasana, make a little bit of space between your legs by heel toeing the left foot toward the left. Reach the crown of the head forward and press your left hip back, right hip comes forward. Breathe in and lengthen, exhale and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale. time. Inhale, lengthen. Keep pressing that left hip back. Exhale and fold. This time, inhale and lengthen. Right hand is going to stay on the right block. Left arm comes into a T off the shoulder as we prepare for revolve triangle. And then start moving your belly to the left, moving and twisting through the torso first, eventually raising the shoulders and fingers last. Beautiful. Exhale, bring the left hand back down to block. We're simply going to slide and bring the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway and lengthen. Exhale and fold. We're going to come on down to hands and knees. Coming into tabletop position, bring your knees a little wider than hip distance. Bring your right arm out, sweep it up, and we're going to thread the needle, bringing the right hands underneath the left, coming to rest on the right shoulder and just behind the right ear. Right palm is up, feeling that beautiful stretch now underneath the scapula. Release down and relax. Press yourself up. Bring that right palm back down on the mat. Left arm is going to sweep up. Same thing on the other side. Thread it underneath the right. Come to rest on your left shoulder. What sensations are you feeling in your body? Try to let go of whatever visual images you bring to mind and just feel. Feel your state of mind. Come on back up to hands and knees. Let's just do a little cat-cow just for a moment. Drop the belly down. Coming into cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. One more time. And then hold that cat pose. Think about Halloween cat, stretching that back up. Walk the hands backwards. You're going to come down and sit on your heels, coming into thunderbolt pose or Vajrasana. Take care that your tops of your feet are nice and flat on the mat. You're simply sitting on your heels, or if this is very uncomfortable and not accessible, you can always bring a blanket underneath your seat and your calves. Same pose, but with the ease that you need for your body. Close your eyes for a moment. Hands are lightly resting on the tops of the thighs. Tailbone is reaching down to the earth. Soften your shoulders. Soften your inner gaze. 3 breaths here. All right, one more breath. Put your hands back down. We're going to go ahead and come into a seated position with the legs outstretched. You're going to come back on your forearms and come to rest on your forearms. Your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Engage your core. We're going to lift the right foot up. Left foot is flexed. Point your toes as you inhale. Lift the right foot up. Exhale, flex and lower it down just to the height of your left foot, not all the way down. Inhale, point and lift. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, point and lift. Core is engaged here. Exhale and lower. Keep doing that. Remembering that your core is not just the six-pack of your belly. It goes all the way down into the hip flexors, about halfway down your thighs. And when you take this little strengthening exercise into consideration, you can feel that that is truly the case. All right, one more time. Allow that right foot down, and you can bring it all the way to the mat. Take a breath. Point the left toes, lift them up. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale and lift. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, flex and lower. A couple more times. One more time up. Slowly lower down. Bring it all the way down. Help yourself back up. Bring the soles of the feet together in a nice, long, narrow diamond. And we're going to slowly fold forward into Baddha Konasana, but in a really extended, narrow Baddha Konasana. So instead of having your feet way up in your groin, we're going to let them come forward. Just feel your lower back get a beautiful stretch here. Just go down so far as it feels appropriate for you. 3 breaths here. One more breath. Up to center. We're going to take the left foot underneath the right thigh. Bring your right leg across or in front of your left knee. So we're just coming into a little seated twist. You're feeling your sits bones ground down into the mat. Lift your energy up through the spine. Left arm reaches around the right knee. Right arm comes behind the body. Gently give yourself a little lift by pressing down through the right fingers and twist by moving your belly to the right. Stay patient and slow with this twist. So many sensations to feel. The right glute, maybe the shoulders, the belly itself. Awareness of the right foot pressing down. And if you want a little extra, you can take the left arm and hook the elbow to the outside of the right knee. Your palm is up. This is half Lord of the Fishes pose, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Gently unwind yourself, release the bind, come back forward, and we'll set up on the other side by bringing the right foot to the outside of the left hip. Left foot crosses over or in front of the right knee. First, lengthen up, create all the space in that spine. Remember, opening the pearls, the string of pearls gives space in between each of the pearls so that there's room for the twist. Then bring the right arm around the knee, left arm behind, lift up, and start your twist this way. Patience. Santosha. I'm calm and happy, exactly where I am. Feel free to hook that right elbow on the outside of the left thigh if you wish. Honoring your body for where it is today. Inhale in line to come back to center. Uncross your legs. Let's extend them down. And what we're going to do is take our blanket that we had earlier that I had everyone bring to class today, and we're just going to come all the way down and bring that blanket underneath the hips. So you can make this a very small support, or you can build it up and make it a little higher. But I'd like it to be comfortable enough so that you can release both legs down and extend the legs down the mat. So we're just coming into a really sweet little restorative supported bridge pose. So this will help release the tension and the area that we were working with those leg lifts. So the hip flexors were very engaged in those leg lifts, and this time now we're going to just let them relax down. So gravity, once again, is going to do its work. Hips are slightly rising, shoulders are relaxing. If you wish, you can bring your hands to your belly. Allowing yourself to feel the rise and fall of your breath as it enters and releases. You can relax your hips. Let the legs be disengaged and heavy. Completely supported. Into our final posture of Shavasana. So just lift up enough so that you can release the blanket support from underneath the hips. Let the hips come all the way down on the mat. Flatten out your lumbar spine. If you wish, you can keep your hands on your belly or wherever they're comfortable. Without words, without any verbal or language barrier, just see if you can ascertain, feel, and intuit what your body's experiencing right now. Let yourself go. Release and enjoy the stillness and surrender to it. This is Santosha. Slide your feet off the mat and maybe hug yourself around the knees. Rock back and forth if that feels good. And anytime you're ready, yourself back up. And we'll close practice together. The Yoga Sutras say, by contentment, the highest happiness is attained. Let's inhale the arms up, reach them overhead. Feel that sense of contentment with yourself, your practice, and all that you do. Bring hands down to heart, bowing in Anjali Mudra. The light in me is honored and grateful for the light within you all. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. Have a beautiful day and namaste.